Really? Okay.
What's a dragonsmith?
Well, a dragon, that is like a blacksmith, so a dragon blacksmith.
Okay. So it doesn't have any magical properties right now, or anymore?
No.
Okay. I guess I'll keep it. Does he know who? Like, is there any markings on who made it? Like a, what do you call it, blacksmith mark?
No. It's too ancient for him to determine, and it seems like it's gone through different hands, like literally different dragons. So it seems like it's been passed around a little bit.
Okay. Thanks. I'll keep it. Does it look cool?
Yeah, it does. Imagine a cool dagger, and that's it.
Alright, I'm keeping it. Thanks.
All right. Cool. Okay, so the first, when y'all set sail, it starts to get kind of cloudy. A storm seems to be rolling in from the inland. So y'all are heading east into the Sword Coast, and the weather seems to change. Starts raining. That night, when you're all below deck, and y'all are all eating or doing whatever, just hanging out while the sailors work, Rhea starts to tell you a story.
Wait a second. I thought Rhea doesn't come with us.
No, that was with Shala.
Shala.
Rhea is.
Oh, okay.
Rhea's with you.
And
Alright.
Slobberchops is still coming?
Slobberchops is still following you.
Okay. Let me know if I need to make another handle animal or something like that to make sure that keeps happening.
Right.
I also feed it to you continuously, take care of it, etc. So
Okay, as long as you're feeding it, it will stay with you. That
Okay.
They say that in the books.
I have cheese if you want to feed it that.
Yeah, feed him some cheese. Is it a him or a her? Slobberchops is kind of
It's a her.
Nice. Slobberchop.
Alright. So Rhea tells you this story, and this is an excerpt that I have to read to you, so bear with me. Rhea says, "It was over a century past that the great troubles began. Fiends roved the lands to the north and west of El Turel. Fields were despoiled, livestock slaughtered, homes razed, and people dragged off to a terrible and unknowable fate. Terror gripped the heart of all. The city's cavalry rode across the land, striking down fiends wherever they found them, and suffering fearful losses. But it was never enough. For every fiend they destroyed, it seemed as though two more appeared elsewhere. The ruler of El Turel, the High Rider, asked his people... hold on, shit, my eyes are like fucking up right now. Okay, the ruler of El Turel, the High Rider, asked his people to pray to the gods for aid. To everyone's astonishment, a mighty angel appeared in the city the very next day. Her name was Zariel, which means companion of light. The prayers of El Turel had been heard, and help had come. Zariel located the gate through which the fiends were entering the natural world, on the fields of the dead west of the city. Zariel declared that she would lead the cavalry into Avernus through that same gate, destroying the infernal host that was amassing there, and striking a great blow against the forces of darkness. The High Rider sent out the riders of El Turel, now numbering many thousands, with Zariel at their head, riding a golden mastodon.
a golden mastodon.
A golden mastodon, yeah.
Yeah.
Zariel was riding the golden mastodon, not all of them. With a great cry, Zariel and her army charged through the gate. The legions of Avernus... shit, my eyes are actually really weird. That's what... Okay, I don't know what's going on.
I cast blindness on you.
It works. Alright, so the legions of Avernus... Legions of Avernus trembled and buckled, but did not crumble. Zariel was defeated, and the remnants of her army returned to El Turel, overcome with grief at the loss of their glorious general, but confident that the lords of the Nine Hells would think twice about threatening El Turel again. There were great celebrations to honor the valiant knights of the cavalry. who became known as the Hell Riders from that day on. And she kind of goes on about the, and that's that. She goes on about the Hell Riders and kind of talking about how she would hope to join them and how all this kind of sucks now. And if y'all have questions for her, you can do that, or y'all can go into the night, a long rest.
So where'd she hear this story from?
That is a story of that's like passed down in the ranks of Elturel. It's kind of like folklore.
Okay. Anyone have any questions?
Due to my terrible eyesight, I'll just re-summarize it. Basically, fiends were attacking Elturel. Hell Riders, led by Zariel, went to Avernus to push back the fiends, and that they came back and defeated Zariel.
When Rhea was down there in that dungeon with us, and there was Zariel like statues and shrines down there, she didn't feel to mention this.
No. So this story is like supposed to be longer. This is just like an excerpt of a conversation.
I get you.
As well, so.
Well, I'm pointing out then that could have been mentioned beforehand during all that the connection was.
When did Azariel fall?
Oh, it's been there's an exact date, but it's around 1,000 years.
What caused him or her to fall?
Unknown. The Hell Riders just said in battle they fell because it was a battle. Like the Hell Riders followed her into hell, and they went into battle, and then she was defeated, and they retreated.
Wait, so I thought she was a demon now, or a fiend.
She's a demon now.
If you die in hell, do you become a devil?
You can make a religion check on that.
Fuck.
If you die in the game, become a video game character.
You can have a guidance on your check.
Oh, thank you. Oh, it doesn't matter.
You roll pretty high.
Yeah, this is gonna be, it's a +0, so 18 plus 22.
Is it 22? Okay, yeah. You know that when it comes to death in the plane, or not in the planes, but just death in general, that your souls tend to go to the realm of the god that you worshipped, or
You
similarly,
become what's called a petitioner, is what they're referred to as. It's kind of like being, when your soul is one of the outer planes, you're referred to as a petitioner.
Yeah, that's exactly what it's called. And so you go to, your soul goes to the outer plane. Now, one of the outer planes is the Nine Hells, Avernus, and well, the Avernus is the first layer, but the to become a devil, usually you were either really evil, awful evil in life, or you made a deal with the devil and sold your soul to become a devil.
So,
It is an interesting question though, because if, for example, we wanted to become the new rulers of Avernus at some point in the distant future, that would be a really hard thing to do as a mortal. But could we essentially become devils ourselves, and then?
Yes.
Okay.
It seems like selling your soul to a devil would limit your growth potential.
Well,
They could always be above you, kind of.
there's a ranking structure to that, and then
Yeah, you can move.
I'm assuming there's like a way to become different types of stuff.
Yeah, and with your religion check, you'll know somewhat about that. You know it's a bureaucracy. You don't know the details of it, but
Cool. So Azrael or whatever is a butthole.
yeah, something went down.
It's part of Azrael's lore. He actually has 10 buttholes.
Oh wow. Dinky.
I just know this because I just have an intense knowledge of buttholes in the planes.
It's not one for each plane of hell, or just there's an extra one?
Extra one for each planet,
If you
obviously.
shapeshift into
Yeah.
a dog long enough, you just develop that habit.
It's a skill right next to the skill of fuck with it from the before.
Alright, alright. So, that night goes forward. I'm assuming you don't have anything else to ask.
Not her. I do want to ask Bogey if he can talk to my rat, and ask him how the rat's doing.
I can talk to it too, dude.
Or
We
C-Bomb,
can back
whoever
do
wants
that.
to ask my
The
rat.
raptor might
Yeah.
not work so well.
I could even make a handle animal check if you want to, because I'm pretty good at that.
Okay.
If you want me to, you don't need me to.
I
But
don't know what that does. I thought it was just to make it calm or something, but
I don't know what it does. I
actually just want to
Yeah.
know if my rat is happy and if he,
What's his name?
Chucky.
Hey Chucky, how you doing?
He tells you that he's doing good, getting fat on cheese.
I
The
tell
most he's ever
Barnett
eaten in his
that
life.
don't let your rat get fat, man. That's animal abuse.
No, if he wants to eat, whenever he wants to eat cheese, just have him nibble on my earlobe, and I'll give him something to eat.
He's gonna scurry up your arm now. Straight to your ear. Give it a little nib.
Yeah, I'll give him some extra cheese. And does he like his name?
Did you ask him that, Cookie?
Yeah, do you like your name?
Yeah, he does.
Cool. That's all
I also I renamed the Tressum quesadilla.
Okay.
Nice.
That's all. I
Any
want.
reason?
Because I didn't like slobber chops.
Okay.
That was a good name. So is
No.
quesadilla though.
Maybe if it was like a dog with like lips or something that were just like saggy lips, you know, just drooling everywhere. Like a majestic fucking cat with wings? No.
It's still only been one day. Are we fast forwarding?
Right. So this was the. I'm just moving your stuff there. So that story happened at the night of the first day. So you have another long rest, and the next day will pass with no interruptions. As you're going along the bank, not a bank, but up the river, you see there's a road on the north side of the river. You see a lot of travelers going back and forth. You probably would assume they're either refugees from Elturel that are turned away from Baldur's Gate, or they're people coming to Baldur's Gate that might be unaware that it's closed off. Either way, there's no way for you to know you're on the river. And by the end of the day, now if there's anything you want to do on the boat, now's the time to do it, because at the end of the day, you'll arrive at Candlekeep.
Okay. I'm gonna take the 6 imp stingers I have and make poison with them with the poisoner's kit, and put it in the 6 vials that I bought.
Okay.
I wanna set up a shrine on the boat.
A shrine? Shrine to who?
I guess the orc.
No,
the
to Orcus. No, you should set up a shrine to Orcus.
Don't do that.
No, you should
Yeah,
definitely do that.
Orcus
It's got
is-
orc in it, and you're an orc. Come on, there's
No.
clearly a...
Being
That's-
tricked.
Orc. I was thinking of the sea creature in orc thing.
No, set up a shrine to Orcus. You'll be good.
Who's Orcus?
He like loves orcs and stuff.
Is he the one, the orc, like the angry one?
No, he's like god of undeath and like all kind. He's bad.
Oh.
He's bad boy.
I'm just gonna set up one to hold up. I gotta find the guy's name. The orc god, the actual one.
Orcus. It's Orcus.
No, that's
Alright.
not Marcus. Okay, cool.
Groomsh or whatever. I'm set up a Groomsh whatever and hope that he helps me in battle. Hello?
Hello? Did you find it?
Yeah, it's Groomsh.
Okay.
GRU International. He's the one that's all the orcs know about or whatever. I don't know. He's in the orcish blood. You can feel his presence or whatever.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you're able to do that in like your little corner of the boat there. All right. So the end of the day approaches. It's just about dusk, and the boat gets docked. There's like a dock off map here, and y'all are able to make your way up to Candle's Keep. As you approach, there are 3 monk librarians standing in the front.
We don't have to kill them. We can just pickpocket them.
We don't have to either. I mean,
Oh, we don't
we can
have
just
to
let them
do
pass
any of
by
that.
or pass by them.
Yeah, I think we should let them pass by.
Talk to them.
Very
All right.
small guys, aren't they?
No, well, they're about
No,
the same.
sure.
Y'all are just
Well,
big
we're
boys.
like furbolgs and orcs and shit.
Half-orcs,
So
yeah.
Alright, so there's a gatehouse here. So at the gatehouse, you're greeted by these 3 monks in purple robes, if you can't tell. They're different races, and they say, "Welcome to Candlekeep." A gift is required in order to.
You just cut out.
Oh, I did? Sorry. A gift is required in order to enter.
What
and
kind
that
of?
gift must be a book.
Oh,
A book that the Library of Candlekeep does not have.
well, we just so happen to have some.
Hello.
I don't think you guys know how a library works. You're supposed to give us books, not the other way around.
Once a book enters here, it doesn't leave.
Again, I don't think you guys know how libraries work.
Togoberry, don't forget, I have parchment, ink, and a quill if you wanted to write a quick book and give them that instead of,
No, I'm gonna give him one of these 21st editions that are on me.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure these guys are actually elder brains in disguise, and they're trying to collect all the information in the universe so they can destroy it. You should probably summon the
yeah.
wrath of Orcus and destroy these peasants.
It was group.
I don't think Orcus is gonna help us here. Or ever.
Alright, so you start handing out some of the books. They turn some of the books away. Are you going to keep handing them out?
I'm gonna keep on handing them out until they take one.
Yeah, don't give them more
Fair
than they
enough.
deserve.
They take Apocalypto.
those motherfuckers.
Isn't that the movie by what's his face?
Okay.
Yeah, Mel Gibson.
Yeah, this is an anti-Semitic library.
Ah,
People
Starting to like this place.
are welcome here.
Alright, so they take Apocalypto and they tell you that you're able to enter. And you can stay as long as you like. You have access to wherever. It's all up to you.
So, question: if we leave and try to come back, do we have to give them another book?
Yep.
What?
Let's
Can we
see.
get a hint stamp or
Motherfuckers.
something?
You know, we're just gonna steal a lot of books while we're here now. This is
I mean, they won't have them anymore, technically.
exactly.
Oh, don't do that.
Alright, so they
Now-
allow you entry. Alright, so Candlekeep is a lot more brilliant than this pretty basic map. This map is based off of the map that was in Baldur's Gate 1. But if you look at the background, kind of zoom out away from the castle, that is what Candlekeep looks like now. It's 200 years in the
What?
future. It's been built up.
Is it really?
Yep.
In Baldur's
That's-
Gate
yep.
1, it's like
That is
obnoxiously
official. This is the official art from Baldur's Gate Descent into Avernus.
So it's very vertical.
Yes.
This is not again, I don't think these guys know how libraries work. This is why is there a crashed ship in that corner over there?
It's an advanced library.
Library of the future.
But seriously, what is that
Yeah, the
ship off in
storage
the corner
space.
in the distance there?
But,
That
That's
ship
how
over
we
there.
got here.
It's
Yeah,
like
it's our ship.
crashed in
Yeah,
the
oh, yeah.
rocks. What is that
Fine.
shit?
It's fine.
that's your boat, it's fine. Yeah. I didn't even notice that's pretty good catch. Yeah, it just looks like it's crashed up on a rock. Alright, so you are now in Candle's Keep. There's a lot of things that you can do here. Like one is shop, which y'all have already. There is a bar here called the Hearth. It's number 6 on the map. This place
Can you
right
tell
here.
us about the people here? Like, what are the people like? What are the monks like, or librarians, or whatever that is?
Nerds.
They're all nerds. Are you asking like races and stuff like that?
I guess. Just give me, so we know what's acceptable, what's not, things like along those lines.
I'm getting drunk.
Well, there is a. All right.
Well, you just said a bar, for example. So I'm just like,
Right.
really, what are these people like?
It's like think of it as like an academy. This is the place where people from all over come in. And Urzil right now in the bar, he even sees there's an ogre in there with a headband around, talking to people. So
Can I
it's
chat him?
pretty very. Yeah, you can chat with him actually. So before we split the party, I wanna see what the majority's doing first.
I don't think we should split. I think we should stay together.
I'm going
Okay.
to the bar.
All right. So everyone to the
I mean, we
Hearth.
could split half and half.
Yeah, we can split. It's fine.
I guess I'm going to the bar.
Okay.
What is necessariums?
Dang Velociraptor in the bar.
Oh,
Necessariums is a place to study.
How are your little hands gonna get like?
I'm gonna feed it or drink it.
Actually, a Deinonychus has like like little wing arms kind of thing. They actually they're like feathered arms.
Are they long
Alright,
enough to like take a drink?
Yeah.
What's the binder?
Have you ever seen Jurassic Park where they open doors and shit and they're like
yeah,
clever
but
girls?
you gotta get to your mouth with the drink, you know? Can I reach your mouth?
I don't think I need to actually physically pick it up, to be honest. I think I could just lap it up.
Oh.
I mean, I was drinking as a bear
You're
in the
gonna get
last
blown.
game. You didn't question that shit.
Well, you got lips, you know?
All right.
Bears have
Okay.
paws. They can like.
So in the Hearth, which is the bar over here where Ursula is, as you go in, there's about a dozen tables kind of spread around a large fire in the middle, like a hearth, and you see a bunch of different patrons. There's one's an ogre, and it just seems like a place where a lot of people are talking and chit chatting. Some people are studying in the corner. Doesn't seem like a good place to be studying, but still.
What's the bartender look like?
The bartender is a half elf that looks is dressed appropriately for the job.
So this place is all races was the implication I got earlier. So there's people from all over that come here to learn, or what?
Not racist. Yeah, they come here to learn.
So what races in general? Because you mentioned an ogre at one point, and then
Yeah, there's an ogre here, but it looks like it's the majority of like the common races. You see a tiefling here and there. There's also you don't see any furbolgs. You do.
well, I would expect not
Like
to
smart.
in general, but
But yeah, like common races. There's full elves, half orcs.
so it is a pretty big mix of races. To
Yes.
walk around.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
not. Yeah, it's.
Right. What about the decorum and the way people act, things of that nature? How do people act in general? Like even in a bar where people might get rowdy, what's the vibe of this location?
You don't get that it's especially coming from Baldur's Gate. This place seems pretty prim and it seems like I wouldn't say like their behavior is on the elite side of status, but it's definitely, if y'all started a bar fight, that would definitely be looked down upon.
Yeah,
In Baldur's Gate,
I
you
don't
got ignored.
we would be doing anything like that. But no. So forgive me for not remembering the name, but I'm gonna inquire to the bartender about the name that we had. The one that
Silvera.
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 Right. So I'm gonna inquire about Silvera to the bartender.
Yeah, the bartender tells you that he's familiar with the name Silvera. And by familiar, like he tells you exactly how to find her. You go into the library, and she's on one of the spiraling towers on the that would be the south. South. What is this? East. Right. South. Right.
You can just
Southeast.
drag us there, is whatever. But I'm gonna tell the party that we should go there as soon as possible to get there.
Can I chat up?
We're not here for fucking sightseeing, is what I'm getting at. We're here for a job, so let's.
We're not here for a job. We're here for like our own curiosity.
We have a task. No, we're not. We're not here for our curiosity.
No, yeah, we are. We
I still
picked up
want
a
to
shield
have a
and
drink and talk to that ogre regardless.
No, you're wrong. we're here for a purpose. We're not here just to fuck
This sounds
around.
like a bar fight.
So I tell them we have to go to this location. I pressure them to follow me, and I'm gonna head there.
Where's it going to be at?
I don't know. Skittle
Here.
said
This doesn't really
tower.
matter.
It's going to be in this tower up here. You'll eventually find it. The entry is supposed to be right here.
Alright, so we go there. Anything
Like,
stopping us from just straight up going up there, or what?
No. Are all of you going? You'll have to agree.
I'm going, for sure.
Yeah.
I guess I have to.
Bogey, you have to come because you have to get.
And all this time, you'll technically.
If somebody wants to stay and drink with me.
No, I'm ignoring this shit. We got shit to do.
They have beer to go. There's no driving in this age.
What is the strongest alcohol they have at the hearth?
Well, they have all kinds of alcohol. So they can give you like pure grain alcohol.
Pure what?
They don't have. Do they have magical alcohol? Like something that'll just put you in a fucking coma, basically, because it's so
Magical?
delicious.
If y'all have ever had grain alcohol in real life, it's pretty magical.
Yeah. Okay. Grain.
That's not the word I would use.
Like I want some like magical absinthe, basically. I want some crazy shit.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'm sure they'd have flavored stuff like that.
Alright, miss, we're not here to screw around.
Flavored shit. Absinthe isn't just
Not flavored.
flavored shit. That's.
Flavorful, like not the
I don't want
actual
vodka
flavor
with
of
green
something.
food coloring in it. I
Not
want
the actual
absinthe.
flavor. I mean, like in description, like
So the
Okay.
grain alcohol,
what it does to you. Is
is
flavor.
that flammable?
Yeah.
My ear
I'll take a bottle of that.
hallucinogen.
Yeah,
Okay.
thing.
A bit of taste.
Okay. Flavor. Bottle of grain alcohol will be 5 gold each. Bogey, what?
No, I was saying she wanted her hallucinogen with a bit of taste.
How much is a bottle of magical absinthe?
I'd say about 10 gold.
How much is that in silver?
100.
That's 100.
Alright.
Is it 100 silver pieces is 1 gold, or?
10 silver pieces is 1.
Yeah,
Okay.
It's a 10 system.
Cool. All right. So yeah. So you'll purchase all your alcohol, and you're able to make it up to the tower. You're guided there. You might have to ask on the way, but you eventually find.
Alright. So what is?
All right.
How does she introduce herself or whatever?
All right. That's what I'm pulling up right. Okay. All right. So you're in the tower. So the walls of this circular tower chamber are punctuated by arched windows that are currently shuttered. All right. Bookcases filled with eldritch volumes stand between the windows, while tables are crowded with specimen jars, alchemical equipment, and other clutter. Engraved into the floor of the chamber is a large, 9-pointed star. A middle-aged tiefling dressed in wizardly robes stands by one of the windows, caught in a fugue of intense contemplation. Perched on the corner of a table nearby is a spiny little demon with warty green skin, foggy eyes, and thick black horns.
Do we know what kind of demon that is?
You can make a religion check on that, or
I'm gonna ask Bogey to do that. Ask him if he can identify that creature.
Well, anybody got a religion thing that's not a -1 modifier on it?
What?
Yeah, I got
You're
you.
a
I'll
cleric
do it.
and you're not. You don't have knowledge
I'm
of
the
religion.
demon man, alright? I'm the demon man.
As
So-
Luminar, you
Yeah.
have knowledge of religion, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Alright.
It's an
I'm
intelligence.
gonna cast
thing.
guidance on you.
Oh, so let me give it a D4. Huh?
Yes.
Alright. So it'll.
Yeah, religion.
Oh, it's not her. It's
under,
15.
Intelligence. So.
Oh, sorry, 14, 14.
Me.
14.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, that beats the threshold. Yeah. So you, Mr. Paladin, discern that this is a Quasit, which is a tiny fiend of the demon.
Alright, I want to tell them it's Hellspawn and it must be turned. But that's I'm
A
gonna tell them.
demon, not a devil? Is that inaccurate?
Demon, not a devil.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
What the fuck is that doing here?
Devils are the smart ones. Demons are the ones that want to wreck shit, right?
That's smartness has nothing to do with that. But
So we shouldn't trust this chick at all.
So while you're all doing this, she kind of breaks her her contemplation and looks over at you, see what everything that's going on, and smiles to the demon. And she says, "Don't worry about him. He's actually my."
I whispered in the bogey's ear, be very careful. Do not just hand over that box to this individual. I'm saying this in a whisper so she can't hear. I'm whispering it just to Bogey so he's aware. This conversation is only privy to us. But
Okay.
I'm gonna say, like, be wary. Don't just hand over that box because that individual seemed way too keen on getting this box to his master. Nobody's given us any information on this person, and now we go here and there's a demon in the room and they act all nonchalant about it. Do not just hand that shit over, and that's gonna go to. I mean, I'm saying this to Bogey, but I'm saying it specifically to him because we have artifacts that could do some serious harm in the wrong hands potentially.
Yeah, we should have asked about this chick in the bar. Anyway,
What?
Skittles, before, you cut out. You said the demon is her what?
Oh, familiar.
Familiar. Okay.
She tells you that, yeah, the demon is her familiar.
Why do you have a demon as a familiar?
She says she likes a little spice in her life. He usually gets up to no good. It's actually her. It's Jezebel is her name. Just add just the right amount of mischief.
Fashion, not a name, but okay. Luminar, could you potentially detect? I know it's called something in fifth, but could you maybe detect evil in this
Yeah.
individual?
Yeah, or like see if it's a demon or not.
Well, of her, I want to find her intentions. Is she
Oh, her intentions?
quote
I
unquote?
don't
Yes.
think I
Is
can-
she quote unquote want a devil or sorry a demon to have spice in her life? Or is
see,
she
I can-
legitimately fucking terrible?
I can cast Zone of Truth, so that way she can only.
I thought you could detect
She's an
evil in
archmage,
some
be
way.
careful with that.
No.
I thought you could detect
5e
fiends or something.
5e doesn't have 5e doesn't have a detect evil.
Cast something before. I
I
don't know
can-
what
It
it was
says,
called.
it says I can detect good and evil, but then it specifies that just means celestial fiend or undead.
Right, so detect that. See if we can figure out.
But-
Because
But it specifies that it just means that I can find celestial fiends or undead types of things. Yeah.
we want to know this bitch's intentions.
But
I'm getting at
I'm
is we
pretty
need to-
okay.
I get that, but I'm pretty sure it's just. I don't think it does that.
It just detects.
Yeah, roll an
undead.
insight
It
check
detects
with
what kind of-
guidance.
Yeah.
So if you don't detect it, though, that would rule those things out, though, right?
Right. So he can detect an aberration, a celestial, an elemental, fae, a fiend, or undead within 30 feet. So if you do that and there's not one, then that would tell you. So that's what she's trying to. But if she is something on top of the demon, that would also tell you too.
So you want me just to rule out if she's a demon or not? I can do that.
Yes, that's what I'm
Okay.
getting. That's like an
Gotcha.
thing for a paladin. This is not a weird request.
So is she a demon?
You cast it?
Yeah.
No, she's not.
Okay. And the familiar is the familiar count as a demon?
Familiar is a demon, so that does ping on your radar.
Okay.
Can I roll whichever insight into the response to see if it's like friendly banter or like I don't know,
For sure, yeah.
malicious? Yeah, I'm gonna do that with guidance. 21.
21? It's just friendly banter. She's a crazy archmage.
Alright,
Well-
I'm gonna name drop the person that we met in the dungeon and say we were told by that person so and so to seek you.
Okay, she tells you that she is extremely pleased to see you, and she asks what you brought to her.
We didn't bring anything specifically for you. We need to know what your intentions with these objects are.
Alright, so...
And I'm also gonna let her know too that the presence of a demon here is putting us on edge, or is putting me on edge.
Okay. She kind of waves her hand, and the demon disappears.
Wait, I needed to go to the bathroom. Can you bring that back real quick?
The demon? Oh, little shit. She just spots. She looks at you.
Wait, what did you just say? I need to go.
You're a barbarian. You're a barbarian. Just piss in the corner of her room over here.
All right. So, she tells you that she was looking for Thavius Creed's puzzle box because she's been extremely so she's telling you I've been, and this is a quote, this is like a little excerpt I have to read. I've been suspicious of the High Overseer of Elturel for a long time, but no one wanted to hear my concerns because Thavius Creed was widely regarded as a hero who saved a city from an undead scourge, giving rise to the holy nation of Elturgard. Hailed as a savior, Thavius made all citizens of Elturel swear an oath called the Creed Resolute, and Rhea actually nods her head at this point because she's taken that oath as well, which binds them to defend the nation of Elturgard. I met him years ago, and my instincts told me he was a charlatan. Afterwards, I grew to suspect that he had cut a deal with one or more powerful devils, using the Creed Resolute to bind all of Elturel to his dark deal. And I wish to prove my theory, and I believe the evidence is locked inside his puzzle box.
So, you don't know, but you just think that's... If I know I understand this correctly, you think this box has evidence that this person was involved with devils? Is that the gist of what you just said?
Yeah, Thavius Creed. If y'all remember, Thavius Creed, y'all killed him. He had a it was the last guy in the dungeon.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell her that then. We killed this person. Why is it necessary to have...
Did you find his puzzle box, or did he tell you anything?
I'm asking, that's irrelevant. Why does it matter that you have this or not, if he's dead?
Because she wants to know, and so she elaborates further. She's trying to find out, because her suspicion is that the contract that he signed with the devil bound all of the souls in Elturel that swore the Creed Resolute. If they swore that creed, she's worried that bound all of their souls to hell as well.
How does one person control a whole town's souls?
Well, if they willingly take the oath.
Well, she needs to bottom line this for us, basically. I don't feel comfortable just telling this stranger that we have artifacts of great power that bind like a whole nation to hell, etc., or handing over artifacts and say, hey, apparently regular identify doesn't work on this, but here you go, tell me what it does, things of that nature. I feel unrelieved by this person, and when we came in here, she's got a fucking demon with her too.
Yep.
That's kind of weird. I do have 3
not...
ledgers.
Can she elaborate as to why, like, we're not in her fucking service, but we're here to seek answers? Is there something she can do to gain our fucking trust? She's asking things of us, not necessarily the other way around.
Okay. Okay. So she tells you that, look, she understands why you're being standoffish, but she is an Archmage of Candlekeep, and that comes with some sort of respect. She's the foremost researcher on the Nine Hells. She kind of goes over her education spiel, and like her background, and why she has her own tower in Candlekeep. That's a pretty respected thing for a mage. She goes back to it she wants, if the puzzle has the I just forgot, a contract that Thavius signed, then she can figure out a way to unbind those souls to help, but she has to be able to read the contract and find loopholes.
So that's her ultimate intention. That is her bottom line, then.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna ask Bogey. What do you think of that?
Can I like roll another insight into the speech to, I don't know, see if it was genuine or some like.
Yours is still going. You still have the, what was it, 21?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's still rolling, and she seems genuine this entire time.
Yeah, I say we should hand over the box.
Alright.
We could also sell it, but okay.
Let's
It's
hand
the
over
same
the-
one that was looking for the
I'm gonna ask her. Yeah, I'm gonna ask her
Okay,
if.
okay.
Well, it's not the same one necessarily, but she apparently is an archmage here, so I'm gonna ask her if she can identify the shield without. Does she need to actually pick it up and stuff to identify it, or can I kind of hold it out in front of her?
If you hold it, yeah, she actually refuses to touch it.
Okay.
She pulls a book out off the shelf, and it is a book about the story of Gargoth. And she says, "Whatever you want to know about that shield is right here. I'm pretty sure that's the shield of Gargoth."
She just didn't even cast. She just recognizes it.
She recognizes it immediately. Yes.
Yeah.
Can you elaborate, or can she bottom line that, or do I have to read a book?
Okay. Yeah, she's about to tell you. So if you show it to her, she's gonna refuse to touch it. And she tells you that the shield is a symbol of good's triumph over evil. Gazing at such beauty, one can easily overlook the terrible force bound within it. Gargoth is, I believe, its name. Though it calls itself the Hidden Lord, it was a pit fiend sent by Asmodeus himself to corrupt mortals on the material plane. And there it amassed such a following as to rival that of gods. In that way, Gargoth became sort of a demigod, and having worshippers increasing its power exponentially. How the mighty, how the mighty have fallen, she just kind of exclaims about it. This shield has the power to corrupt everything around it. The Hoon family of Baldur's Gate was the last known family or possessors of the shield. Doubtless, they'll probably want it back, but this shield should not be taken to any place where thousands of mortals reside. It needs to be locked away in an extra-dimensional space.
I don't want to lock it away. If
souls.
the way I understand this, then this thing needs to be destroyed. She's an archmage. Can she help us destroy that?
No, she won't help you destroy it. And she says
Why?
to destroy it is probably the worst thing you can do, because the shield is the binding key for the pit. So if you destroy the shield, the pit fiend is released.
Is she saying this to everybody?
Okay. Yes.
She
Well,
is
I mean,
saying-
you're all within earshot
Alright, so
regardless.
Lumina, you said there was good trapped in the shield and they called out to you.
That's what it told me. Yeah.
This chick is
No.
saying there's a pit fiend in the shield.
Well, yeah, and that's why I knew he was full of bullshit. This is
Okay, I need to pull you
As
into the
soon
other
as
channel.
I saw that
Okay.
he rolled, I was like,
Alright.
he just got bamboozled.
Alright, I'm pulling Quoki into the other channel real quick.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure it has a demon in it.
Yeah. Like, because when the skills pulled you aside when you first like got the shield, and I saw you roll something.
Well,
Oh,
see, I was
he
rolling
just-
the insight. It wasn't like You know.
Oh.
I'm just gonna say in front of everyone, the shield is trying to offer me a deal. I told it to go fuck itself.
Oh, spicy.
So we need to destroy this thing.
Well, maybe
Oh,
we should
no.
lock it up.
Yeah.
No, we're not gonna
Release
lock
the
that.
demon.
Once we're strong enough to fight said demon, we're gonna destroy this and fight it. That's what we're doing.
Oh,
It's a
boy.
demigod, isn't it? I mean,
Okay.
Yeah,
Pit fiends
If we're gonna hold on
Pit
to it, don't
fiends
forget
are-
that it throws random fireballs.
yeah,
Okay.
that's true.
like pit fiends are CR20. I
Alright.
don't know if I'm like. How
We
do
just-
I express that in non-metagame terms?
I'm gonna ask the whatever her name. How do we? Where would be a good place to seal this thing away, or how would we go about doing that?
A dimension made specifically to lock.
And how would we acquire one of those, or gain access?
Take
It'll have to be
feedback
made
from
by someone
others.
strong with magic.
Is is there anybody around here? I mean,
No.
Archmage.
No.
There's a lot of people. She tells you she can do it.
Can we take 2 bags of holding, put the shield in a bag of holding, and then put that
Yeah.
bag of holding in the other bag of holding?
The shield,
Bag
is,
of
the
holding.
shield is
Can't go in
already in
bag of
my bag of holding. The shield is already in my bag of holding, by the way.
Can we
Right,
have
I don't know if
another
that
bag of holding and put the first bag of holding into it, causing a... It does something, like, I swear to God, it's in the rules.
I remember something like that.
It
but,
does, yeah. You can't put 2 bags of holding or one into another.
Or else it does something bad.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Sends you somewhere.
I hate making so many future. Well, I don't hate it. I love making Futurama references. But remember the Farnsworth paradox with all the boxes and the dimensions they sat on, and at the end they pulled one box into the other box, and so this box contains our own universe. We need to do that with bags of holding, and then
So, do you need anything for us to be able to make this the rift or the dimension?
Y'all are too low level to do it. Magic users know what
So
she's.
I'm asking the Archmage
Oh,
if
you're
we can
asking
bring her
her.
anything.
To give her anything? No, she'll do it for free.
Okay.
She tells you that the shield is far too evil to exist on the material.
All right, I'm
on
down
any
with
plane for that.
getting rid of it. If you guys are up for it, because I don't think having this
I'm not,
demon shield. Why?
because I don't trust her, and this thing can exist.
Plus,
Why can't she just? Oh, why can't
What
we
if
just
she-
destroy this and
If
then?
she wanted the shield,
them
she'd just
build-
take it, but she doesn't even want to touch the thing.
I thought she's an
She's a-
archmage. I thought
she's
we're
an
I thought we're in Candlekeep full of archmages. You're
Yeah.
telling me the combined forces
Yeah,
of
but-
great mages
Damn
can't
God.
kill a CR20 pit?
No, but it's the pit.
Why go through the
mage
hassle?
It's also like ascended, so
Because it's
better
evil
than
and it
what
offers people power.
Oh, if it's in a
No,
dimension,
demigod.
it's not
And
gonna
an
do anything.
particularly ambitious, strong mage can bite at that, and then now it's out in the world doing shit again. It'll
Hey,
still.
if that's what you want to do, you can do it on your own. But she's gonna frown upon. She doesn't want a pit fiend, and no archmage would want a pit fiend released in Candle. Even though they
Go
would
outs-
be able to
go
eventually
outside,
take it
man.
down.
Oh,
Okay, let's
go
go out on the front
outside.
porch real quick.
Yeah.
It's not worth the casualties. Just throw it in the dimension. You know?
can we, if we throw it in the interdimensional thing, can we get access to it later if we want to kick its ass?
That's the point I'm making, is it shouldn't exist. If we just throw it in a dimension, it's still there.
Well, either way, I'm pretty sure nobody here is ready to fight a
Yeah.
demigod.
Yeah.
Or we hold on to it and hope for a random fireball to
I don't know. Man.
It's in a bag of holding, by the way, so I'm not sure how it's shooting fireballs out anymore.
It's not shooting fireball.
But it
mean,
is still
one, it's not
talking
doing
to
that right now.
people.
Not
It's
right
talking
now.
to me, and I'm just gonna tell it to go fuck itself.
For now.
Yeah, if it can, if who knows what kind of powers it has.
Ask if it can be forged into.
Bitch, you were the one about to attack your party members earlier for it, so I think I'm more trustworthier than you.
There's no reason to go name calling. I mean, that's kind of.
Alright.
Higher on your will save. And who knows? Maybe one day you'll roll on that one.
That's impossible.
So in the book that she gave us about the shield, does it mention the pit fiend's name?
Gargoth.
Oh, I was gonna say Gordon or Gorgon, but no, Gargoth.
Gordon
yeah.
Ramsay. He's trying to find the right himself.
Okay, and it's a pit fiend specifically.
Let's just throw it in the thing.
It's
Let's
a bit
not worry about it.
I think there's a way to either abuse this and get it killed, or have it fight other things. Like if we're, let me put it another way: who is the fallen angel person that we keep hearing?
Real?
Yeah, I'm gonna guess. Correct me if I'm wrong. That not Azrael. No, the angel, the fallen angel, not Azrael.
The fallen angel is Zariel.
Zariel, yeah. Zariel, I'm guessing Zariel and Gordon Ramsay trapped in the shield here probably not like each other.
It's like saying,
Yeah.
Godzilla's here, so let's release Mothra.
Yeah, exactly.
That has worked.
It's gonna make it worse for everybody.
And yep, they made movies about plot.
Yes,
like that.
but you see how the things kind of don't exist afterwards?
No, we're not getting rid of this. It's too powerful, and I don't trust anyone else with it. I plan on doing away with it in another way
Why is this your duty?
Alright.
because I picked it up.
Well, I mean, somebody else tried to, but I don't know.
Alright, Quokey, I'm gonna send you information that you also will obtain from that book.
I don't need to know what the shield is if that's what you're doing. I'm not going to use it. But
Really? You're just ignoring information.
She should still have some information.
alright.
Like
Okay.
how
We're just gonna be hunted down by
starting to
the followers or whatever, because we can't throw it in a dimension and be rid of it.
It is.
well
Wouldn't the followers just try to go with the dimension and get it back then?
But if it's only accessible by the Archmage, then it doesn't matter.
So she doesn't want to go. You're understanding. This is not a solution, though. What you're saying, it's not a.
Yeah. Her,
Why isn't it? I don't understand.
Well, because she at one time can open it back up and go after it and whatever, release it. It's not a permanent
What?
solution. It's kind of like the next person will
But
figure
what?
it out, which isn't the best.
FYI, I have like epic intel or wisdom too, so it's it's very unlikely to control my mind.
I'm gonna let the Archmage know that we also have 3 thin black ledgers that we can't translate, and I'm wondering if they would be useful to her.
Alright, I'm not reading all that, Skittles. It's all like ability stuff. I read all the intelligence items, so I'm not using any of that stuff because I'm not going to actually use this.
Okay. Yeah, she says, why can't you read them?
It's an unknown language. You don't know what it's written in.
Okay. She asked you to hand it over.
Yeah, I'll hand
take a look
them
at it.
over.
Okay. Yeah, she tells you, oh, that this is infernal, and this is going to be this
Wait,
looks like
it's infernal.
Ledgers for.
Most of us know what that is.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Oh no! Oh wait, no. Hold on. These are the ledgers that you got in the dungeon, right?
Either dungeon or the Van Thamper home. I think it was the Van Thamper home, but yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that's part of the dungeon. That's like first level.
Okay.
Yeah, it is. They are infernal.
Oh.
So I don't know.
We know
Did
that.
y'all,
Yeah.
yeah, some of y'all. It's ledgers though. It look and the numbers don't add up.
So they were cooking the books?
Oh yeah, you don't get rich if you don't do that.
Alright. So if they're,
All right,
they're not insignificant, then it's fine. They can go away.
cool. Now I believe one of y'all offered the
we did,
puzzle
yeah.
box. Or,
Yeah, we talked about it, and he agreed to pass over the box to her.
okay, she takes the box.
After Liz talking to her, we determined her intentions were pure with it, so.
Okay, so she takes the box. She clears a place on one of her desks, and she looks around for Jezebel. She even says Jezebel, and then realizes, oh yeah, I forgot I snapped her away.
Wait.
So she,
Wait, Luminar, can you detect evil again and see if Jezebel is still here?
Jezebel, but she's not evil, or I can't detect her.
She's a
You
demon.
can
Right,
detect-
sorry, Jezebel's the demon or whatever, yeah?
yeah, the Jezebel's the demon, yeah.
Oh, alright. Sure. Do it.
Okay, yeah, you don't detect any fiends
Alright.
or anything along those lines.
Half of my divine sense gone.
Alright, so she comes back with a little vial of a black liquid, and she places it, like pours it over the top of the box. She kind of looks at it, kind of moves a little, like tips it, and then it's almost so fast that you can't even see it. She like spins it. Have you ever seen like a robot solve a Rubik's Cube extremely fast? Or even
I've seen
human?
little Korean girls.
Yeah, yeah. So that's basically what happens. She just does it so fast you can't even see what she did. But it pops open, and in it, you see 9 chain-linked plates that are about 3 inches wide each, and about an inch thick. No, not an inch thick. It's a total of an inch thick, so it's like really thin sheet. And it's a dark iron, and they seem to have stamps on them that are an infernal rune. And she starts to like look through them, and as she looks through, like she'll read the top one, she puts that to the side. So if y'all want to read this is something you can do if you can read infernal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we can all read Infernal, so just tell us what it says.
So be it known to all that I, Fabius Krieg, High Overseer of Elturel, have sworn to my master, Zariel, Lord of Avernus, to keep the agreements contained in this oath. I hereby submit to Zariel in all matters, and for all time. I will place her above all creatures, living and dead. I will obey her all my days and beyond, with fear and servility. I recognize the dispensation of the device called the Solar Incendiator, here thereafter called the Companion. In my capacity as High Overseer of Elturel and its vassal territories, I acknowledge that all lands falling under the light of the Companion are forfeit to Zariel. All persons bound by oath to defend Elturel are also considered forfeit. I further recognize that this dispensation will last 50 years, after which the Companion will return whence it came, taking Elturel and its oath-bound defenders with it, if that is Zariel's wish. All this is my everlasting pledge. And do any of y'all translate that for Rhea?
Sure.
Sure.
Okay. So yeah, you tell her basically that this is a devil's contract, and she becomes over burdened with grief and like collapses to the floor. And you also see that Silvira is like saying, I basically I fucking do. But it's grim for her because she knows that now all these souls are bound to Avernus.
But she said, Saphirica, or whatever her name is, she mentioned that her intention was that she thinks she can break these contracts.
Yeah, she's gonna have to look over it, and because there's like, so you read the literal word. There's magic involved with this. This is gonna take. But another thing that you can do is she recommends actually going to Elturel and trying to get as many people out as possible.
When did that happen, though?
When did Elturel? Oh, when did?
Yeah, I thought that happened a long time ago. Not a long time ago, but a while ago. Like, now we're
Elturel,
going there weeks
couple
later
days.
to, like...
It's been a couple days. Yeah, so 2 days of travel, and y'all did stuff in about 4 days.
It's been like,
So it's been about
yeah, so it's been like a week, man. So we're going there a week later to conduct rescue operation?
Well, she says that she needs any type of clue that she can get if you know anything about. Because El Terrell, she tells you that El Terrell's in the Nine Hells. That's what this is right now. El Terrell's been removed from the material.
Wait, you're
And-
asking us to go to hell?
We're asking us to go to hell.
Yes.
You can go to hell.
So she's asking us to go to hell to find clues to break these devil contracts.
Yeah.
How
Well,
does
she
it
needs clues to break the devil contract. One, if the contract was violated, that would help break it. So if it was violated by the devil side of the contract, that would break the agreement, or void it rather.
Wait, so what's the devil's side? Like, what's the devil offering to them?
He's
Understand on
offering.
that.
So he's not offering it to all the people. The devil offered Fabius Krieg, who was the
Oh.
leader, offered him the basically a place of power, and for all of his existence, for all of eternity, and immortality.
Oh,
Wait, the guy we just killed in
Yep.
one shot?
Yep.
so now what?
One
He's like
round,
a ruler of hell or something now? Probably.
He's definitely a lemur now, or something like that.
He's in trees.
No, he's like
no.
a lemur now or something. He's
I don't know
not.
lemur.
He's not
All I know about a lemur is the tree cat.
what?
It's
No,
a cute little monkey.
no,
Yeah.
it's not.
Who rolled that one? Who did that?
I just did. I just died. I spontaneously combusted. I'm dead forever now. Oh look, I'm in hell. Alright, let's go.
Oh yeah, but we probably shouldn't take the shield with us if we go there, because the shield was wanting me to take him there.
Oh my god, get over it.
Well, it's literally where it requested
You have
to go.
no idea how much I don't trust you right now because you're just obsessed with this shield. I know not to. So I definitely don't fucking trust you.
Well,
Hey, Mr. Cleric, see this shield here, this evil thing? We should take it to hell. Talk to somebody that actually cares.
I just rolled a 20, so I just appeared back to life now. I'm
The
back.
shield wanted to go to hell, so we should actually leave it here or somewhere.
I wouldn't
that's not gonna
take it
be
there.
teleported to hell anyway.
Again, Silvira offers to make an extra dimensional space to tuck it away, and she'll return it to you when you.
What are the risks in bringing it with us?
It wanted me to release
not
it,
asking
so
you.
that's one.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
she does tell you that she agrees with him. That's one of the risks, is potentially it being released. Though
Okay.
she doesn't think it can, because it was originally bound by a celestial. So she's unsure if even a demon could do it. I mean,
Hold on. Who
but-
sealed it specifically? Was it the what's her name? The fallen.
Zariel? No, it wasn't Zariel. It was because it wasn't Zariel.
So
The
Azariel
Zariel thing.
couldn't release it from the shield.
She doesn't think so. She's not so sure because
She
the magic
was
is
a celestial.
far beyond her. The magic of the shield is far beyond her. She just knows it from the tales.
Yeah, and Azrael was
So
a
this is like a-
celestial, so she could unseal the shield.
She probably could, yeah. But there's no way of knowing.
Can I ask her, what are the likelihoods of this doing anything particularly dangerous as it's trapped inside of the back of a holding?
Particularly dangerous, probably not much. It might be able to use some lesser magic.
Okay.
The only thing that could happen is it could corrupt you.
It could corrupt me from inside a bag of holding.
From inside a bag of... Oh yeah, I forgot you have it in a bag of holding. She says, yeah, I mean, as long as you don't take it out, you should be okay.
Alright, yeah.
Bummer.
Womp womp.
Getting corrupted sounds kind of fun, but okay.
Alright, so you choose to take it.
Like I said, I'm not gonna fucking wear it, use it, or anything like that, but
Cool. Alright, so she moves on, and she starts rummaging through some scrolls. She pulls a scroll out, and she hands you a map of Avernus. And she warns you that the map might not be entirely reliable, because its creator went mad making it. So this is the only known map of Avernus.
Why'd they go mad?
He went mad because he made a map of Avernus and tried to map.
Why would that make you go mad?
You're in literal heck.
So she tells you that well, first she asks you if you've ever been to another.
Dude, it's like my favorite vacation spot.
Okay, so she senses the sarcasm, and she tells you that planes don't always work like the material plane. Sometimes it might be 3 miles to go somewhere, and the return trip might take 50 miles.
I've gotten lost like that before.
In a dream world, in another life. So she warns you that there is to take into consideration.
It's a lawful hell, so there are orders and laws in order to master said planes. There's an order to the place. So once we know the laws and how those laws dictate the plane, they can't be controlled. I'm not overly concerned by going mad in a place like
How does the mage expect us to go to hell and come back at will and communicate with the archmage?
probably level
Oh.
4.
She says, "That's a very good question." She scribbles a note down really quickly, and she rolls it up and kind of throws it out the window, and you see it like take off. And then she turns to you, and no, it doesn't go to the ground. It like flies, like it's flying off by itself.
Like a paper
And then, like a paper airplane, yeah. Except it's like rolled. So she tells you that if you agree to go, so are all of y'all agreeing to go to Avernus here?
I'm not quite sure what we're looking for. This seems like a really dangerous mission to send a pack of Lobi adventurers on that don't
Well,
specifically.
Rhea immediately she's gotten her wits about her again, and she says that she will go to Avernus
Calm the fuck.
to save Elturel.
Call me Otits, Rhea.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so Silvira, Silviri.
Guild Wars 2?
What about Guild Wars 2?
He
Oh,
was
Silvari.
referencing Silvari,
Yeah.
yeah.
Sorry. No, so Silviri tells you there's a wizard named Traxagor. He lives in a tower about 20 miles from here. I loaned him a spell book or two, so he does owe me a favor. I can have you delivered safely to his tower, and he can use a plane shift spell to take you straight to Elturel.
How do we get back?
Well, hold on. So she continues telling you, even more importantly, Traxagar is looking after an old friend of mine, someone with a history of battling devils in the Nine Hells. I think you'll enjoy her company very much. Her name is Lulu.
Wait,
Love her name already.
so there's Lulu and Traxate. And
Traxagor is the wizard that will cast the plane shift on.
okay.
Lulu is someone that she recommends go with.
Oh, it's another person like that's gonna accompany us. Okay.
Traxagar
And they're both in the same spot.
Yeah, they're at the tower, and she can and Silvira will provide you a way to get over there really quick.
And this was not in Candlekeep because I think she said 20 miles away or something.
It's 20 miles away, yeah, not in Candlekeep.
And,
I'm gonna
how
ask
do we
her-
get back to the plane?
Yeah.
That might be a little more tricky.
Oh,
it
really?
depends on Traxagar. But I have a feeling that if you're able to figure out a loophole in this contract, you might just be able to bring Elturel and yourselves back.
Alright, so I'm gonna inquire then, shouldn't we bring these contracts with us then? So we can have them with us for being there? I mean, what protection do we have? Do we have anything from you that you can offer to us? Because we're going to literal hell, we're going to Baitor. Do you have something for us that you can offer to help us? Should we bring these contracts with us so we can use them to acquire whatever we find there, or to help protect us, to demonstrate why we're there, or something? Because this just seems like a suicide mission. In other words, she kind of honestly seems better equipped to do this herself. Why are we doing this?
She has other things that she's actually doing. So one of her jobs, she tells you, is that she tracks fiends on the material plane. And right now, while what Elturel happened is like kind of like the 9/11 of the sort, there's still other bad guys.
How does she track that stuff?
Magically and through the use of spies.
Okay. Can I ask her
Lines up
if she can keep an eye on me and this fiend I'm carrying in my bag of...
Yeah, she says Lulu will probably be doing.
Oh, this is an agent of hers, Lulu is?
She says, kinda. You'll understand it when you meet.
The first
Okay,
agent
but
we
other
met
words,
was-
we'll have tracking on this fiend. So if we need further assistance with this, you'll be tracking this. That's what I'm getting at. She seems very blasé about all this shit, so I'm just concerned.
Yeah, she says you shouldn't have as much to worry about as you think you do. Yeah, Nine Hells can be a dangerous place. It's not exactly like a lake of fire. She kind of jokes.
Yet it
bitch.
coincidentally has lakes of fire, so at the same time.
The first town that went was like a 9/11, but she doesn't even fucking care about this first town. She doesn't want to go to hell with us to help save it. Alright, we're cool. Yeah.
Alright. I'm gonna stop being inquisitive, bitch. We're just gonna accept all this and go on. Except if you, all of a sudden, as a DM, I'm just saying this like out of game, as a DM, if you start acting like, oh, you didn't ask, blah blah blah, I'm gonna go mad. But I'm just gonna go along with it for now, accept this quest, because we wasted too much time here. Just say obviously everyone can say whatever, but I'm gonna say we accept, we'll do this quest, we'll head off.
Reward structure first.
Is she the one that's gonna give us a reward? This is,
Well,
I
no,
think
one-
it's a
no
reward.
one's
is a good
sending us to
reward.
hell except her. What the hell are we doing?
we're trying to stop evil, basically.
But you don't
That's-
care about that.
Why would I not care
You're
about that?
neutral about everything.
That doesn't mean I don't give a shit about the world. I'm a fucking druid. I care about the natural order of things. I don't want cities collapsing into bait.
Alright, you want to save this piece of shit?
Aren't you good? Shouldn't you fucking care?
I mean, I don't really care that much.
Yeah, there you go. It's, yeah.
Alright.
I mean, why don't the fucking cleric and paladin have more to say about this?
Because I'm fine with going here, man. I'm trying to.
She's
recruit
already
people. That's my whole
he's
point.
already said that. Yeah.
Okay.
He's already
Yeah.
stated it. You're the only one really holding people up at the moment.
Then let's go then.
I'm gonna ask her before we go. Is there anything she can give us that we can get back through the gate without these guys harassing us for books?
We asked several. Oh, Candlekeep. Got you.
Yeah.
Yeah, she tells you if you're in and if you go directly from here to Troxagor's tower, he can send you back here without having to go through the gate. But if you leave by land, you'll have. It's just the rule of Candlekeep.
All right.
Truxagor is in the center of Candlekeep? Like it's in Candlekeep?
No, he's 20 miles away. He's 20 miles away
Okay.
in his wizard tower.
Alright.
Let's go meet the guy.
All right, so she gives you directions to go to the stables, and in the stables there are griffins that you just have to tell the keeper where you want to go, and they'll send the griffins there.
We're not going to take our boat?
I mean, it's inland, so
Why is this? Oh,
Plus, if we take the boat, we have to
This
have
isn't a
the
map
boat
of
to get
Candlekeep.
back.
this is a map of Candlekeep. Yes.
there's water all around it.
Right.
So
This
wait,
Candlekeep sits on a cliff.
the center area is where Truxagor is?
Troxagor is in his tower, 20 miles away.
This isn't Troxagor. They've said it's 20 miles away, along with
This is
Lulu.
Silvira. Yeah.
I don't know who this person in the middle is or why he has it there. We have nothing to do with this person.
20 miles away inland would be where?
Inland, like into the land.
It's in the middle of nowhere, so it's just a wizard's tower. So the way wizards and archmages and all that shit work in D&D universe, they just set up shop where they want to, and even more powerful ones can move their shop around the tower.
Okay.
So it's just in a random spot. It's not in a town. It's just a tower out in the middle of nowhere.
Is it
Let's
going
just
to
go
cost
there.
us anything to go to the Wizard Tower?
No, it's free
Alright,
passage.
sweet. Let's do it.
Alright, cool. So, yeah, you get on the, you go down there, everything goes according to plan, you get on the griffins, and, they take off to, Truxagor. Now I don't have a map for this because there's not a lot of interaction, y'all are only, like, allowed access to, like, 2
Gotcha.
So, what's that?
Gotcha.
Your griffins will land on the very top of the tower, and there's some stairs that go down. The tower, think like Sauron's tower. You know how it's like flat, pretty much all on top. It's like that, except for the stairs that lead down, right? I'm assuming you go in.
Yeah.
All right. So this is probably my favorite part of this game right here. But so you go one level down, and you see a cluttered chamber illuminated by various objects, upon which continual flame spells have been cast. Scurrying around the room is an otter, dressed in a tiny red cassock. The otter mumbles to itself in common, mentioning something about a tuning fork. Suddenly, it takes a notice of you and stands upright. Lulu, wake up. Our guests have arrived. At the sound of her name, a small elephant with golden fur appears from under a pile of blankets near a table, strewn with alchemical equipment. The elephant takes to the air on feathery wings and lets on a pleasing trumpet sound. Yeah. So Lulu is obviously this small elephant with wings.
You're saying she's fat?
Pleasing trumpet, said no one ever that's ever heard a trumpet.
Yeah, true.
Can I cast Handle Animal? Would that benefit me? Not cast, but use Handle Animal as I'm.
Well, she just tells you hello.
Oh, hello. What are you, a Hierophant or something?
She tells you she was with the angel Zariel when she assembled her army of Hell Riders to attack Avernus, and she is a Holophant.
That didn't work out so well, did it?
Why would you do so?
She tells you that she went through the gate, tearing through devils like a song through it. That was her goal, was to kill, and victory was within the grasp of all of them.
What? No, I don't understand what you're saying. Yep, so.
Alright. Here, how about this?
Oh, okay.
You don't remember anything?
He'll BRB.
Okay.
Uh,
Oh yeah, plus he pasted a lot of stuff in Discord.
we got ourselves a winged mastodon.
Oh.
So I guess the sword is still in Avernus?
Probably.
I wonder where. Hopefully we'll find it. I hope it wasn't that longsword we sold.
We sold a longsword?
Yeah, it was on the statue of Zero.
Oh, it was just a statue, wasn't it?
Yeah, but it also
Plus,
had...
well, it's not very hidden.
True. But who knows where it ended up after it was hidden.
So she was wanting to send the Hollyphant with us to protect us?
Ollie?
Yeah.
Hollyphant or whatever, yeah.
I thought her name was Lulu.
Well, it's Lulu the Hollyphant.
Oh, okay. Right. Yeah, it sounds like Lulu just wants revenge or answers, really.
Alright, I'm back.
Yep.
Alright, back.
Okay, I forgot where we were.
We just met the Hollyphant. Or Lulu.
Right. So the otter is he's obviously talking to, so that you can easily deduct that he is Troxagor, the wizard.
Send us to hell, tracksuit. Come with us, Lulu.
Alright, so there's actually a lot of stuff to do here. We're just gonna skip it. You have to select 8 people in your party. So I don't know. You have 6 now, plus Slobber Chops, so 7. And with Lulu, it'll be 8. The plane shift can only take 8 people.
What a quinky dink.
Well, should we take... I'm sorry, quesadilla now. Should we take them or should we just leave them?
Why would we leave? We could bring 8.
Yeah,
Yeah, but what if it
Quesadilla
gets
attacks
killed?
camps.
Yeah, but...
Why would we
Like, I
leave
feel
them?
like-
I said we can bring 8. We have 7. 8 with Lulu. So
Yeah, but I feel
we
like
gotta
she could
vote.
get killed pretty easy. In a place full of demons.
We can get killed pretty
Yeah.
easy in a place full of demons. I don't understand your
There's one less
concern.
body on the count, you know?
He's
I
actually
mean,
just, worried about your pet.
it's the first ring.
I mean, it's not my fault you're bad owner.
It's just the first ring, and we've got like a flying mammoth with us. It'll be fine.
I just want to make sure that we when we go, we can still communicate with the outside world and get back if we need to. Lulu.
So actually, Troxagor is going to let you know. So after he does the plane shift, he will still be in Avernus. You won't be able to really contact the outside, the material plane. But he lets you know that he'll be in Avernus, and when it's time to go, if something happens or it's an emergency, he will immediately plane shift you back to the material.
Cool.
Because that's the rule for this: is when he plane shifts, he has to target the plane shift and can take 8 people with him. So he has to go with you. So he's a 9th person. So you have 8 slots that you can fill for the plane shift.
Cool.
I'm going to ask the dying question, or the big question. Why are you an otter?
Oh, he tells you that he once polymorphed into an otter, and he kind of just liked it, and so he just stayed a polymorph.
Okay.
Can you teach me how to speak with animals?
He tells you in a short amount of time. I'm afraid.
I'll come back for that. I will.
As somebody who's permanently a raptor right now, I apologize to him for my friend.
Right, so he's going to go ahead and he was mumbling about a tuning fork when y'all first came around the corner. He's going to go ahead and grab, he finds it. He's still like going around finding it and stuff. He's going to go ahead and find it. And he asks when y'all are all ready to just stand in a circle, and he's going to cast a plane shift on everyone.
Good to it.
Unless y'all have got something to do, but he seems like he's like it's urgent that he goes.
Alright, wubba lubba dub dub.
Alright, cool. Alright, so he casts plane shift on the party, and there's a little excerpt I have to read. A hot, stinging air assaults your senses. The city streets in which you stand is lined with buildings that are crumbling, if not already collapsed. The ground shudders beneath your feet. In the red, smoky sky, a 400-foot diameter sphere of darkness discharges strokes of bluish-white light that strike the city at irregular intervals. Perched atop a distant bluff overlooking the rest of the city is a crumbled fortress. And we're going to go ahead and leave it there. I had a lot more planned, but I got a little annoyed. So we'll just leave it for next week.
Oh.
Oh.
Wampus.
Cool.
Going this next week, going over your inventories. If you have anything that you didn't sell tonight, but you'd like to sell, I'm going to go ahead and clear the inventories in the store. So just place it there, and then I'll price it. And
Basically.
also, yeah. Also, there will be a new store popping up by next Wednesday. I'll post when it gets updated too.
Cool.
All right, I'll see y'all around.
Alright, man.
Have a good night.
So we're actually in hell.
Yep, we're in heck.
You can't even say the word.
Where in heck? I guess Scoodles had to go.
Yeah.
Oh well. Yeah, shit. I guess I'll go to sleep early. I'm fucking sleepy. I ate too much.
What? All the leftover turkey?
No, Chinese food. It's
All the leftover
snowy.
Chinese food?
No, it's brand new Chinese food that I ordered because like the roads are shitty and I didn't want to drive to get food, so I ordered and ate too much. It's a good time.
Where you at?
I'm in Fort Drum.
Oh.
I hope it keeps.
You had to go to
snowing.
Halo?
Hmm?
You didn't see that? It showed Skittles popped up in Halo.
What a bum.
L-I. Alright, cool. I'll see you guys later, probably Sunday. Is there a game Sunday, by the way, Koki?
Yeah.
Cool.
It won't be the one after the week after though. I got
Christmas?
army stuff. No, I got
Oh.
army stuff to do that.
Right. Okay, cool.
Wampus. I get to redo my fucking attack modifier shit again. Because level 11 gets you an extra attack.
Wait, did we
Yay.
level up Sunday?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I'll do it again.
okay. Later, guys.
See ya.
Bummer.